My next guest, you know from Strangers with Candy. Please welcome back to The Late Show, Amy Sedaris.
Paul Dinello, everybody. Is this happening?
We've known each other since 1988.
Am I looking at you? Should I be looking there?
This is good? Okay. Hit me.
I'm Stephen Colbert. I'm Paul Dinello.
I met Stephen Colbert at Second City.
I saw her rehearsing one day, and she just bounded on stage and went, "Oh my God, you have a wet bar?" And I thought, that's a very special person. Who is that?
Like a classic Amy thing was to be on an elevator full of people, and she would say stuff. Did you get your venereal disease test back? Well, then everyone would look at you.
You know, when you're back then, we were young. Stuff we would never do now. Paul was the silly one.
Amy was the female one.
Paul was always silly, and he still is. Paul and Stephen had a whole other, thing going on.
And I did not like him to begin with.
I didn't like him.
And I don't think he liked me.
I thought he was over serious.
He struck me as semi-literate.
By the book.
Thuggish.
Seemed like he would pay attention to rules.
Then one day he was in the van and he was reading essays by Bertrand Russell. And I went, I've misjudged this. Who is this guy?
I still feel exactly the same way. Exactly.
We laughed a lot, and we were really good at working together.
We were very tight, we were very poor, and I don't know, we liked each other. How did pranks play a role in our friendship? I don't think they played a role in our friendship at all. Because they played the pranks on me. I did not play them back at them.
No, he did. Didn't he prank us?
It seems like it went both ways, but I'm having a hard time remembering.
I can't think of a single prank I pulled on them.
I guess it was mostly Amy and I.
Maybe he was too nice.
They seemed to find it hilarious, and they threw me into a panic.
It was putting people in awkward positions. We'd like to do that. And we'd like to do it to Stephen a lot.
The one that stands out in my head the most was we knew Colbert was coming over to our hotel room, and Paul Dinello and I were dating at the time.
And then at the last minute, we said, let's pretend to have sex.
Stephen walked in, and we were pretending we were having sex in bed.
And we had the sheets over us, so you couldn't tell we had our clothes on.
And he got sick to his stomach.
He just sort of went, "Oh, I'm so sorry. And then he turned around and left.
But we weren't really having sex.
I don't know what it says about them that I don't remember them doing that, because they're both very attractive. But I just cannot imagine them having sex. They just seem like they would laugh the whole time.
That was something. That was the level. That was the level of prank.
Did he tell you this story? He did tell you this story.
I mean, it was Second City, which is where you learn improvisation. So we were always, that's what we were doing, constantly improvising.
Stephen and I had an agreement, and Amy.
We were living this weird life where we said yes.
It's a big part of improv, like you don't deny.
Yes and that improv. We were doing it in our lives. You had to say yes.
You know, you have to do what the other person says.
Which is a dangerous way to live, but fun.
And once a woman had spent, maybe 12 minutes filling up her plate at a buffet.
And Paul says to me, "See that old woman over there who just filled up her plate?" I said, "Yeah."
And I said, "Knock that plate out of that woman's hand."
And I said, "Oh, no, man." And he goes, "Do it." And I turned around like this and I went, "Helen!" and just slapped the plate out of her hands.
And she was furious.
And I tried to slap it away from her, but some of it got on her shoes, and I got down and I wiped off her shoes, and I got her a whole new plate. And I said, "I'm sorry, if I'll pay your dry cleaning bills, whatever you want. I'm so sorry, like that." And he enjoyed it entirely. He and Amy enjoyed it entirely. And I said, "I'm going to get you back. It might take 30 years, but I will get you back."
I'm still waiting.
Oh, it's going to be sweet.
I don't think we've, still this day, haven't taken it too far. We can go really far, and we haven't gotten there yet. That's how I feel.
Oh, he also tell you about get a dog? Did he tell you about get a dog? Next time. Next time on Stephen Has a Story.
I'm crazy about Stephen Colbert and Paul Dinello.
I don't even know how you would put it into words.
We still got it. That's improv.
You know, I just feel like the luckiest person in the world that I get to see Stephen still every day, and Amy, I do stuff with her, and, you know, and someone's willing to pay us for it.
It's wonderful to still be friends, if you call that friendship.